Don't worry, I won't rant. Thanks for joining me. Wolves' first home game of the season, 24-25 season, and it finished Wolves 2, Chelsea 6. You could say that's a bit of a tonking. Similar to the start of last season in the respect that the first game we lost an encouraging defeat away at Man United 1-0, but we had plenty of chances. And last week we lost away at Arsenal, but we had a few chances and there were plenty of positives to take out of it. And then the first home game, the second game last season, when I went to, was in the Billy Wright stand that day. We played Brighton and we lost 4-1. But I think this was worse because the Brighton game, Brighton probably had 4 chances and scored all 4, but this time letting in 6. But having said that, it was a game of 2 halves, because at half time we went down. We were, although we came back from behind twice, we went in level at 2-2, and there was plenty of encouragement, because 6-2 is you can't disguise it. It's a massacre. But you got to say that the owners, you just hope that they can smell the coffee, because there's plenty of warnings there. The defence was wide open. The encouragement was that Cunha is off the mark. Strand Larsen is off the mark. There was a couple of VAR goals disallowed. Hit the bar, hit the post. Mosquera had a good chance. But even before the first goal at the 2 minutes, Sarr made a save when one of their players went through. And then they did score with unmarked header from a corner, and not Jackson. And then 9 minutes, Mosquera hit the post from a corner header. And 12 minutes, Chelsea keeper came out to smother a Wolf chance. Mosquera had to make a last-ditch tackle to stop Jackson from going through or goal on 15 minutes. And then less than a minute later, we went up the field and had one disallowed for VAR. 17 minutes, a chance for Chelsea, but 27 minutes, brilliant run by Aït-Nouri, through on goal. He laid it off for Cunha, who took a beautiful chance, swept it past the keeper. Great play that was by Aït-Nouri. 37 minutes, there was confusion, bouncy ball between Sarr and Totti, bit of a muddle, but got away with that one. 41 minutes, nice movement. Cunha hit the bar, and then from a nice flowing movement. And then 44 minutes, just before half time, we thought that was a blow to the solar plexus, but when Cole Palmer scored, but it's debatable against fine margins, because was the ball rolling when their goalie took a quick goal kick? Again, just imagine if that doesn't count. But we did score. We would have gone in 2-1 up, and it could have been so different. But the second half started like the first half. We let a goal in straight from the start. Well, 3 minutes in, and Wang was dispossessed a couple of times. He was regular. He had a nightmare, so he was brought off. But it was about 4 goals in 14 minutes, which knocked the stuffing out of Wolves. The Gomez was caught in possession before Madueke, who said derogatory things about Wolverhampton. We couldn't shut him up today. He had the last laugh, getting a hat-trick. The captain, Lamina, had a goal chalked off when Totti was offside. Neto came back to do an assist against us for João Felix, but there were too much time and space. They couldn't believe it after half time. The first half was competitive and it looked like we could have beaten them, but the second half was a completely different story. The time and time again, they had just too much time and space. They were just like helping themselves, and they just settled for 6. But I just hope that the owners can smell the coffee, because teams that get thrashed regularly, like Sheffield United, Norwich, they go down. it's ironic that Gary O'Neill was manager at Bournemouth. He took over from Scott Park after they shipped 9 at Anfield, but he's the recipient today of the conceding 6. Owners, smell the coffee. Teams that sell their best players, keep doing it and don't replace them adequately, go down. Look at Southampton, they kept selling their best players and they paid the price, they went down. I know they've come back up, but we just don't want to go down because the Championship's a difficult division, maybe the hardest division to get out of. Just don't want to go down. Owners, smell the coffee. Teams that sell their best players, I repeat, they keep doing it. It'll catch up with you sooner or later, but we've got a chance to regroup. It'll be interesting to see what kind of team he picks up for Wednesday Carabao Cup at home to Burnley. But this was like a heavy defeat, and the challenge for Wolves is how they're going to get on with teams outside the big 6. Well, teams like Nottingham Forest away on Saturday, when we play teams like Leicester, Southampton, Everton. That's going to be the real test. But it doesn't look good looking shipping 6 goals. But what will they do in the last week of the transfer window? But it finished Wolves 2, Chelsea 6. Interesting times ahead. Thanks for joining me. Comment in the comment section. Thanks.